Hello twin flames, welcome to my channel. Whether you're new or you're coming back, this is our daily read. Today is going to be a special ancestor message from my special ancestor deck as an oracle message. I'll probably start doing like labels on the thumbnails of my videos so that you know when I'm using this special deck. And of course, welcome to the weekend. Whew. It was another hectic week. I'm getting closer and closer to starting the TV show, so yeah, stay tuned for that. I don't know if I will be able to start in January though, but February for sure there will be a weekly show, and it will be available on a number of online platforms. So we're talking all kinds of topics: mindfulness, wellness, happiness. So I'm really excited. All right, let's dive into it. And until then, take a chance and book a personal reading, because I honestly don't know what my availability is going to be like when that starts. I'm probably going to be less available for a while. I'll try to keep up these readings going, but as well as my horoscopes on the Mindful Bamboo channel. We'll see. Okay, so feminines, you have the seer message. See beyond the current situation. I love this. Using your high priestess skills to be able to see the bigger meaning, right? Like if it's confusing or something unhappy, you're supposed to see something happy in it. Like, yeah, I mean, honestly, I'm given this experience so that I can see a certain contrast, or I can experience a certain lifestyle, a certain vibration, a certain story, so I can help people with those stories in the future. So I can actually dive into that moment and really feel it in my body on the visceral level. Speaking as a person who's been through a lot of different kinds of grief, that's like a different level of empathy and compassion when you meet someone who's going through something that you've been through yourself. Masculine, you have direction, guardian, choose your path. Yeah, some more masculine energy now. Right, so right now we have like that integration of feminines in divine feminine energy, masculines in divine masculine energy, preparing for the leap, for the jump. Choose your direction wisely. I'm also getting, for some, this is like choosing a new path. That's the important part. It's not like I've been, I don't know, a carpenter for the last 10 years and now I'm gonna, I don't know, I'm gonna expand my list of services, or I'm gonna go digital so people can find me easier, right? Like, it's not it. This is like a completely new path. And it doesn't have to be a job, by the way, but something that you haven't done before. The universe has been giving you nudges into that direction. Now it's important to answer the call. We had that message from my daily message last week. Answer the call. There you go. Okay, I'm using the Steampunk Tarot for my main read today. Let's see what we have. As part of my preparation for the TV show, I've gotten a new mic and a new camera. I'll do some practicing with it. I'll test it out. If it turns out to be much better than what I have with my phone, I'll definitely look into switching to that. I think iPhone is actually pretty good with its capabilities. I haven't stopped using, like I did actually use something like a mic, but it's actually good, especially when it's quiet around. So I'm getting a little lazy, I must say. So okay, bottom of the deck, Two of Swords. Yeah, some hard choices. This is the moon here, so the moon is gonna help see, I'm hearing, why it's been a difficult choice in this cycle. Whatever the choice is for you. By the way, we're still in the shadow of that new moon energy, new moon in Capricorn that happened the day before yesterday. So if you feel like you still can use some fine-tuning to your intentions, to kind of set your goal, set your compass, set your sails into a certain direction, you still have the chance today and tomorrow at least, right? But this is, I'm hearing that this month, if you feel like some of the choices have been really difficult for you, you'll understand why. Everything has a reason behind it. And I mean, it's not necessarily that you were supposed to make it and there was something wrong with you, of like why you were resisting it. Sometimes it's just not the right choice for you. And that could be the reason why that resistance was there. That's the trick, right? To be able to tell the difference. Bottom of deck here, Knight of Cups. Ooh, I love this. Messages of love coming in, and I'm hearing they could be coming from unusual places. So of course they could be coming from friends and family, from your twin flame, but they can also come from places unexpected, like a stranger in the street or a client that is usually grumpy and not very generous with their feelings and emotions. Like that suddenly, whoa, yay, appreciate, multiply that energy and embrace it, right? That's another thing. I feel like we're still live in the society where it's hard for people to take on compliments, to receive love, right? Like it's such an important skill. We don't pay enough attention to it. Oftentimes we like get criticism, or we like think about things like how we express love, right? Are we good at it? Does the other person get it? Get our message, right, of love? But it's also about receiving messages of love, being open to it. And I don't just mean like, oh yeah, okay, I'm open. Yeah, like check the box. No, energetically, are you open to it? Because the subconscious can still be holding so much resistance to it. And that brings me back to doing the article on self-worth and self-love, which I am gonna do this weekend. So going back to my blog again. Yes, finally. Feminines, you have 9 of Pentacles clarified by 8 of Cups. Yes. So taking that resistance away, like living your best life. I was just talking about it, and this is that to me, especially with the cups, especially in this after tarot where she's actually examining the cup, right? That's the emotion part of it, right? Like, does it feel good for you to be single and to live the life that you live right now? And you can finish the sentence. Whoever you present yourself to be, whoever you know that you are you comfortable in your own skin? If not, that's where you need to dig right now. If yes, embrace that, be grateful, and continue loving on yourself in that way. Continue being your biggest fan in terms of how you're making choices in your life to live your best life and to live the life that you love yourself, where you love yourself and the love that you love. If it makes sense. Oh my god, this is getting along. For masculines, we have the Devil clarified by Judgment. So yeah, there's a more major arcanas, which we've been seeing a lot for the masculines lately. A lot of rough intervention and rough changes. We've seen tower moments for masculines. Like it is like that. It's like masculines have been even more resistant in making changes and getting out of their shell. And now the divine is coming in, is like, okay, time's over, buddy. Nope, that's not gonna work anymore. I'm sorry. You had all the time you needed, and I've had that patience with you, but that's it, right? So there is that revelation, and there is that what's it called, rude energy of awakening, and rude energy of like, nope, we're gonna take your life apart, put it back together in a different way. To me, that's what the Devil is in this deck. Like, it's more technological thing, right? Where these guys, they have like these screwdrivers, not the screwdrivers, but like basically unscrewing parts of the Devil to kind of like take the beast apart, right? Like that's the way, really. Very interesting times, I would say, for for people who go through it, but also for people around them, because it's one of those times where you don't talk to a person for a week, and the next time you see them, they're suddenly a completely different person. They talk about different things, and you're like, whoa, is it me or is it them? Something's really changed. Has it been that long? It's only been a week. Like, oh, come on. That can happen. Additional question. 6 of Wands clarified by 2 of Swords, another 2 of Swords. How do we make the winning choice, right? How do I make the right choice that is gonna lead me to success? The big question. I have options. How do I choose right? For feminines, we have Justice clarified by Knight of Wands. Yeah, so for feminines, it's something that sets the record straight, or puts the balance back, or I'm hearing, especially with neither ones, like puts back like the spark in your saddle, in your shoes, right? Like what gets you excited, right? Especially if you've been supporting somebody else's passion, excitement, drive, ambition, right? It's now time to support yours, right? To bring that justice in for yourself. And that's again the part of the manifestation journey. When you start doing that, the universe co-creates with you. That's the magic of it. If that doesn't happen, that's maybe a reason to rethink, to try maybe something else, like, you know, experiment a little bit more. But as long as that, like, you start, you're passionate, you're confidently start making steps, taking steps into that direction. If you are in complete alignment, that's for those who have doubts. If you're in complete alignment, it will be working out easily, like it will go smoothly. Help will come from places that you didn't expect before. That's the alignment. You'll be rewarded for it. That's how you know. If you're still struggling to tell ahead, right, or to trust your intuition on that level. For masculines, look at that. Ace of Pentacles clarified by 4 Wands. They're supposed to make a choice in the material realm. That's the choose the path card. That will actually bring them closer to union. That will bring them closer to family happiness, familial happiness. And for a lot of people, these are very different areas of life, right? This is my business, this is my family life, and they're very separate from each other. But not for the twins, never, ever. And all light workers in general. So this is like the important, like if there are options, the important part is to choose something that will bring emotional fulfillment and help create a happy family. Like, is this current choice contributing to building a happy family, or it's putting that aside, or it's like putting it off? Like, if I go for this, then for the next 2 years, I can't even think about starting a family. You know, like those kind of thoughts and ideas. How are feminines seeing masculines right now? The High Priestess clarified by the Devil. Ooh, yeah, that's that devil energy. That's that High Priestess energy. But I mean, they do actually look very much alike, like this particular cards. Look at that. So feminines are seeing that they actually are seeing how much their work, their shadow work, and their spiritual growth is impacting the masculines. The masculines are starting to embrace similar vibration and guidance. They can see that similarity in the theme, in the vibe, in the idea and goal behind the choices that they make. And that's pushing them to face and to deal with their fears, with their obsessions, and with certain toxicity that they have not been brave enough to deal with before. And they see that like the divine is pushing them into it, like poking, you know, like, come on, come on. Like, it's not really, they don't really have a choice anymore, but it's something that they understand that they need to work on. It's still scary. Like, I can feel that sense of fear as I'm saying this. But to me, it's also like the feminine is acting a bit of a cheerleader from the distance to like, yes, you can do this, you can do this. How are masculines seeing feminines? We see King of Wands clarified by 8 of Wands. Oof. They see that the feminines actually want something more substantial and solid. They want to hear communication, they want to see action. King of Wands is the one that takes action, right? So they want some specifics, right? Like we've talked a lot about feelings and emotions, right? The energy, the vibration, the mistakes even, right? But how do we start creating something solid, positive in the physical? So, and that's what the masculine is looking at. Actually, they're hearing that call and they're looking at what they can give, right? Right now, not super confident. To me, like the guy who's like standing behind his chair or throne, even because it's a king, like, I mean, obviously he's doing it when no one's watching, you know what I mean? Like, this is like end of the day, end of the shift, when everyone's like, all the subjects are gone. and then he gets into this contemplation mode. Like, it's almost like a hangman, like taking a different perspective. Like, how do I do this? What do I say? What do I do? Right? Like, this is the strategy space. Because they hear the feminine's call. And as long as feminine stays in high vibe and in that seer energy, that communication bridge is going to be very solid in the 5D space. And the masculines are going to hear. Okay, I hope this has been useful for you guys. Thank you so much for being with me today. I love you all, and I'll be back with more readings very, very soon.